I'm Rosie.
And I'm Jim.
And this is Cruising Sea Venture.
We're taking the summer of 2017 to take our home and boat, Sea Venture, on a 2,000-mile trip exploring the wild west coast of British Columbia. In this episode, we cruise from Port McNeill, around Cape Caution, to Fury Cove, on to Pruth Bay, then out to the outer islands where we spend some time before working our way to Shearwater.
We're about an hour out from our anchorage tonight. We're going to head to Skull Cove, and it's where there's a little bit of clearing up ahead, and hopefully we'll have good weather when we get there. And there's the entrance to Skull Cove. We are just south of Cape Caution, and we're exploring the islets around Skull Cove and Murray Labyrinth. And check this out. Looks like a rock that got stuck in between. Here we are leaving Skull Cove anchorage. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and we're going to head north and go around Cape Caution this morning. Here we are rounding Cape Caution. For a lot of boaters, Cape Caution is a milestone. For others, it can be a big barrier. For us, well, we just like to make sure we plan our timing accordingly. We watch the weather forecast and make sure that the forecast looks good when it's time for us to go. The West Sea Otter buoy, that's about 20 miles offshore, gives us a wave and swell height reading in meters. And the rule of thumb is if it's 1.3 meters or less, it should be comfortable to go. So today the forecast was for 0.4 meters. We had total confidence that it was good, and we set out. And as you can see, we had a great crossing.
This is entering the area where the Fury Cove anchorage is. At least this is looking out the window. Here we are at Fury Cove, just north of Cape Caution from the beach.
We are out in the dinghy fishing. We have one line in the water. Jim's trying to get the other line in. We've caught a couple so far. One little tiny one we sent back, and one big rockfish that we decided would be good bait for dinner. But we're hoping to find those salmon.
Hey, we're just outside of Fury Cove in the dinghy. We went to another beach just to check it out because I think it's a beach hardly anyone comes to, but there's actually some kayakers camping here. But I'll give you a view of the whole beach, the surroundings behind us. Pretty cool. More beaches in the Fury Cove area. There's Rosie taking some pictures. So maybe we should try to explain these beaches. They are, if you look close, combination of sand and shells, and these shells are not naturally piled here. This is because this is an ancient First Nations village site, and over the course of literally thousands of years of digging clams, First Nations people developed these clam middens, they're called, that are literally beaches that are so packed with seashells or clam shells that they turn white and make these big berms up on the shore. It's really remarkable to get to visit them and see them today. So it's kind of cool on the beach to see the amount of logs. These logs are all thrown up here by winter storms. You can only imagine the storms that caused these logs to all get piled way up at the head of the beach.
Oh my, he's so big. We are putt-putting to shore at Pruth Bay. This is the Hakai Institute. And we are allowed to access the grounds and cross the grounds for purposes of going to West Beach.
West Beach, all to ourselves. Nobody else. Too populated. Right, here we are at North Beach. A lot of islands and islets offshore. More debris on this one than the West Beach that we were at. But still very cool, these ocean beaches.
We are leaving Pruth Bay and heading north to Hakai Passage.
Never goes below 20 feet.
The sun is setting at the Hurricane Island anchorage. Here we are, fishing off the Hunter Island area by the Spider Group. We're in the dinghy.
In the ocean.
In the ocean. There's the swells coming at us. You probably can't see them, but they're there. You can see kind of the debris piled up here. We've been finding a lot of debris in the waterway here. Look at all the islets and the current. As we were cruising in that debris-filled passage, we looked the other way and saw a large group of something. We cruised closer to see that it was a large group of sea otters. According to Google, it's called a raft of sea otters. Winding our way into our next anchorage.
Got your bear spray?
I didn't bring my backpack. You told me all I needed.
This motor makes so much noise.
Well, this will never use the audio. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is the lagoon.
Yeah, this is it.
Look at this. Holy moly. That's awesome. Turn it down and coast. Oh, there he goes. He's like, up he goes. He's going into the brush. Look at all the current. Wow.
So I don't want to get stuck in here.
No. I think this is far enough for today.
It's good enough?
What do you think?
Cruising the lagoon. We're at our anchorage at the south end of Campbell Island, where we've taken the afternoon to make sushi with some fresh crab that we caught. So, not that we have any real idea what we're doing, but right before we left on the trip, the kids for my birthday got me a sushi class that Rosie and I went to for like 4 hours in Seattle and had a great time. And we promptly went and bought all the stuff so we would look good trying to do it. So now this is our first try at making sushi rice and seeing if we can make sushi. So we'll see how it goes. Right, we got the bamboo rolling mat, the seaweed, the sushi rice that we've made with the crab with Japanese mayonnaise in it, other stuff to go in the sushi, some organic soy sauce, and we think all the right cool looking tools. Alright, here's my first attempt at my roll. The seaweed seems like a little shorter to roll than when our class was, but maybe we're just not getting it right. Anyway, Rosie's trying it the other way, but I think she's got a huge pile over there. We'll see. Oh well. It's a lot of fun.
Alright, it's low tide and we are getting ready to leave our South Campbell Island anchorage. Here is the path you can see we took in, and now we need to wind our way back out. But we have our trail we did before and we're going to follow it because now it's even lower tide. And yeah, we see all the, at least we see all the hazards, all the rocks out the window. There's Sea Venture anchored out in Shearwater Bay. And we are working our way to the Shearwater Marina.
Thanks for joining us on this episode.
We hope you enjoyed it. On our next episode, we are going from Shearwater, traveling up the outside for about a week, where we don't see really hardly any other boats, and then make our journey across Hecate Strait,
where we'll end up in Haida Gwaii. So until next time, wishing you no wind and flat seas. Bye.
Bye-bye.